The secret to love and be loved. Many people enter marriage by the way of a love experience. You meet someone whose personality trait is just wow. So you say, this is the man, or this is the lady. However, this in-love experience doesn't last long. After a few years, you will return to the reality and begin to assert yourself. You think that you are doing everything for him, but he don't feel love. You feel that you are giving everything for her, but your spouse do not feel your love. Now you think that she is not the right person, or you think that you did not marry the right man. Why this is happening to many couples? Why this is happening to many people? Chapman, after so many years as a marriage counselor, his conclusion is that there are 5 emotional love languages. Depending upon a person's character, individual personality type, we may feel this 5 love language in a different way. Once you identify your spouse's love language and start to speak in his love language or her primary love language, you have discovered the key to long-lasting and a loving marriage. These 5 languages are: 1. Words of affirmation. Giving verbal compliments is one way to express words of affirmation to your spouse. Example, saying thank you, or you look beautiful with this phrase. Or saying to your husband, you look more handsome with this haircut. Another dialect is encouraging words, like you can do it, or saying to your spouse, you are the best. If your partner's primary love language is this one, then it is important to give compliments. This is very important because we cannot get emotional love by way of demand. Secondly, the second love language, quality time. If your mate's primary love language is quality time, your spouse simply wants you being with them and spend time together. In this, one of the most important things is quality conversation, where 2 individuals are sharing their thoughts, feelings, and desires in a friendly, uninterrupted environment. Be with your partner intentionally and mindfully by listening carefully and keeping your eye contact. In other words, let your partner feel your presence physically and emotionally by giving attention to him or her at least once in a day. The third love language, receiving gifts. Some people feel love when they receive gifts. Need not be an expensive diamond rings or 24-karat gold chain. A rose or a chocolate is enough. The most important things about a gift here is something your spouse can hold in his or her hand and say, look, he was thinking of me, or she remembered me even in her busy schedule. The fourth love language, act of service. By act of service means doing things you know your spouse would like you to do. Cooking a meal, doing the laundry, or dishes are all acts of service. If your spouse's love language is the act of service, even the sweetest words that you think of will not do anything good. You should serve. Pour a glass of water for your wife. That is literally an act of service for her. 5. The last love language, physical touch. To people with this love language, nothing is more impactful than the physical touch of their partner. This doesn't necessarily mean sex. but it is about feeling more connected and safe in a relationship. Example, holding hands, a kiss, a hug, or rubbing his or her shoulder makes your partner feel more secure if their primary love language is physical touch. Listen this carefully. If physical touch is your partner's primary love language, they will feel unloved without physical contact. All of the words and gifts in the world won't change that. They want to feel you close by, not just emotionally but physically. Love is a choice, and it cannot be forced. Each of us must decide daily to love or not to love our spouse. If we choose to love, then express it in such a way that your husband will feel love. Your wife will feel love. Meaning, learn and express in their primary love language. Can emotional love be reborn in marriage? You bet. The key is this. Instead of complaining about your gold relationship or complaining about your partner, create the perfect relationship for both you and your partner to thrive. And that can be achieved by learning the primary language of your partner and choose to speak it. Your husband doesn't look happy with you. Your wife becoming a nagging wife even though you feel and you think that you are giving your best. The reason is that you are not speaking in their primary love language. Then the question is, what is your partner primary love language? Think about it.